So, this is how the new phase of Power Rangers begins, with a new name for the next line of toys and with a modified Mighty Morphin logo. Hasbro had announced a long time ago that Playmates Toys would be the new company in charge of creating the Power Rangers toys, and this was something quite shocking since Hasbro is supposed to be a company that creates toys. It was a bit confusing because if you are a company dedicated to creating toys, then it doesn't make sense to leave that task to another company with the risk that they will create horrible products. Despite this, Hasbro has allowed Playmates to be in charge of the new toys, and recently the official Power Rangers Instagram shared what is going to be the new logo for the upcoming toy line. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Reignition, which means as a new beginning or restart, and this is precisely what the franchise is doing. Since 2023, the Power Rangers franchise stopped everything after the premiere of Cosmic Fury, and the official pages of the franchise had not posted anything since that time. It had already been mentioned that officially in 2024 we were going to have absolutely nothing from Power Rangers, although it was suspected that we would have some previews about the reboot. This obviously didn't happen due to the cancellation of that first reboot, so everything has been delayed again, and that's why the premiere of this new universe is expected to be in 2026. This means that in 2025 we could have some news about the progress of this reboot, and hopefully we can at least know what the new story is about. For now, we should analyze some things about this new logo for the toys, as many fans have gone crazy because these new toys are going to be Mighty Morphin again. We all know that this has a very obvious explanation. Mighty Morphin toys are the best sellers, and that is the reason why companies keep making Mighty Morphin toys. Even though many of us want action figures of other teams, the reality is that Mighty Morphin have more sales, and that is what companies are looking for, to make profits with a product. Maybe all of us fans can fight about this situation, but we must also accept that when they publish toys about different teams, the Mighty Morphin ones are the ones that sell the fastest. Even after all this time, sometimes I go to the store and there are still toys from other teams, but I have never seen a Mighty Morphin figure again. This is in the physical stores obviously, since in the online stores things are different, and maybe there we can find some Mighty Morphin action figures. Since it was announced that Hasbro was going to allow Playmates to create the Power Rangers toys, I had several theories about this decision, and I still think that one of these theories may be the most real. My most compelling theory to me is that Hasbro allowed Playmates to create the toys for the old Power Rangers universe, and this way they will continue to generate profits without having to deal with it. At the same time, Hasbro is going to be in charge of creating the new products about the whole new universe, and they're going to focus on all the new stuff so they can generate profits on everything. This way they're going to be able to generate profits from the old universe and the new universe as well, but without having to spend time on the old universe. Honestly, this may be the best move, since they would not throw the old Power Rangers universe we all love into oblivion, and we will still continue to have new figures of the Rangers we admire so much all our lives. Although the new toy line is with the Mighty Morphin logo, we still don't know if at some point they will create toys for other teams. I think this company is going to start with the Mighty Morphin team and then possibly create some different teams. We hope that when they are going to create toys of other teams, then they will make the action figures of the whole team and not make the same mistake of the Lightning collection. In this previous collection they created members of some teams, but almost no team was complete, and this was a huge mistake. Honestly, the Lightning collection has been one of my favorite collections because the figures had a lot of details in spite of having such an accessible price. We know that many will mention all the mistakes they made in the manufacture of these toys, but the reality is that for little money we can't ask for perfect products. Although many fans complained online, the reality is that these mistakes happened to very few people. This is one of the concerns that many fans have with the new line of toys, because some of them do not know the Playmates company and do not know the quality of their products. If we explore a little bit some of their products, we can see that they have good quality, and although the style for each franchise may be different, the reality is that what they have created is quite good. We must remember that all these toys are meant to be used by children and not to be collectible, so we can't ask for the quality to be impressive either. If you are looking for collectible items, then you should look at other companies which have more realistic Power Rangers figures, but their price is much higher. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about was the new designs by artist Carlos, which we had previously analyzed with the comparison we made of the 1995 movie reboot. This artist has published some images of each Ranger separately, and in these photos, we can appreciate a little better the design of the costumes. Carlos has said that it was his decision not to use the logo of each Ranger on the chest and wanted to create more minimalist costumes. He said this to make it clear to those people who have criticized that these suits are supposedly simple and to give the reasons why they have not been more similar to those of 1995. Let's start with the Green Ranger costume, since the first design that the artist showed was with the White Ranger, and although later, he made another version including the Green Ranger, now we can see the costume more closely. Obviously, all these suits are basically the same, and the only thing that will change is the helmet, the colors, and the morpher, so let's do the analysis of almost everything by looking at this picture of the Green Ranger. We can see that one of the most notable things is that he has added abdominal muscles, which the designers of the Cosmic Fury suits tried too, but they did it wrong. In this design, Carlos adds them in the best way, and although creating a digital design is not the same as creating a suit in real life, I think a good costume designer can do it. We can also see that the gloves are long like the originals, but in this design, they have a diamond-shaped hole instead of having a glued design like the original suits. The belt is also quite different, as it does not have the typical boring shape of any normal belt, and this new design allows to see more space in the abdomen. The morpher is quite similar to the original, but perhaps a bit smaller. In this photo we can't see much of the details of this Green Ranger's helmet, and hopefully someday Carlos will show them in less dark lighting, since in this photo he has a lot of shadow on his face. As I said before, the rhombus on the chest is more minimalist, and although I would have liked to have the logo on the chest, the reality is that everyone has different tastes. These are the other Rangers. We can see the helmets a little bit, but we can't talk much about the details since they are almost unnoticeable. The White Ranger suit is basically the same, but obviously has the chest shield, and, in this design, he did add the logo. Originally this design does not have the rhombus, but it has the logo, so it was almost mandatory to put that logo. Again, congratulations to this artist, and let's hope that the new designs of the reboot have details of this level so we can finally have the Rangers we want. Write in the comments your opinion about the new name of the toys and also Carlos costumes, like this video, and subscribe for more Power Rangers news.